Welcome back to Peacock TV. Spoilers! Peacock TV spoilers. We've been tracking this for weeks, and the situation between Alex Kiriakis, Joy Wesley, and Stephanie Johnson has officially reached a boiling point. But you will not believe what happens next, because the narrative is taking a massive, terrifying turn. We are moving away from petty custody squabbles and diving straight into a life or death medical crisis. The spoilers reveal that Joy Wesley is about to suffer a severe, terrifying health scare this week, and Alex Kiriakis is going to be right by her side when she receives a completely devastating diagnosis. This is no longer just about who gets to hold baby Kelsey Kiriakis on the weekends. This is about survival, and it is going to shatter the current dynamics in Salem. Let us set the scene, because the raw details are absolutely heartbreaking. Joy Wesley is at the Brady Pub, just trying to go about her day as a normal mother. She is attempting to unbuckle little Kelsey Kiriakis from her car seat when suddenly a blinding, excruciating pain shoots through her arm. It is not just a little twinge. It is a paralyzing agony that leaves Joy Wesley completely incapacitated. Baby Kelsey Kiriakis is terrified and starts screaming and crying, sensing her mother's distress. Thankfully, Javi Hernandez rushes over to check on Joy Wesley, and Rafe Hernandez immediately steps in to comfort the crying baby. The paramedics are called, and they insist that Joy Wesley must go to Salem University Hospital immediately for a full medical evaluation. Now, initially, a lot of people in Salem might brush this off. They might think that Joy Wesley just strained a muscle carrying a heavy baby carrier, or maybe this is some lingering whiplash from her recent car accident. But I personally believe this is something far more sinister. A simple sprained ligament does not warrant this level of dramatic urgency on days of our lives. When Alex Kiriakis gets the call and rushes to the hospital, he is not walking into a room to put an ice pack on a sprained wrist. He is walking into a room to hold Joy Wesley's hand as a doctor delivers news that will make their blood run cold. Can you believe it? The timing is absolutely brutal, striking right in the middle of their custody war. And while Joy Wesley is fighting for her life, let's talk about what Stephanie Johnson is doing. Let's be real for a second. Stephanie Johnson is acting like an absolute monster right now. I know Stephanie Johnson has severe PTSD from her kidnapping trauma with Owen Kent, and I genuinely felt sympathy for her at first. But her jealousy has completely mutated her into a toxic, paranoid mess. Instead of showing an ounce of empathy, Stephanie Johnson runs straight to her mother, Kayla Brady, to complain. Stephanie Johnson actually has the audacity to claim that Joy Wesley is faking this entire medical emergency. She thinks this is just another manipulative trick by Joy Wesley to steal Alex Kiriakis away. That's crazy. I have to passionately defend Joy Wesley here while ruthlessly criticizing Stephanie Johnson. Joy Wesley is a mother who is genuinely terrified for her life and the future of her child. And Stephanie Johnson is entirely blinded by her own selfish insecurities. Stephanie Johnson previously interfered in the custody arrangements, making everything 10 times worse, and now she is actively rooting against a sick woman. When Stephanie Johnson tells Kayla Brady that this is all a calculated plot by Joy Wesley, it shows just how deeply disconnected from reality Stephanie Johnson has become. She is entirely consumed by her own victim narrative and refuses to see the very real tragedy unfolding right in front of her. But here's the kicker. This is not a drill, and Joy Wesley is not faking anything. I personally believe, based on the show's internal logic and the specific symptoms, that Joy Wesley is going to be diagnosed with leukemia. Yes, you heard me right. One of the major, lesser-known symptoms of leukemia is severe, unexplained bone, and joint pain, particularly in the arms and legs. This happens because the cancerous leukemia cells multiply rapidly and put immense pressure on the bone marrow. That sudden, agonizing pain Joy Wesley felt at the Brady Pub perfectly aligns with a rapid onset blood cancer diagnosis. Amazing how the writers weave these medical details in, right? If we do a deep dive into the legacy lore of Days of Our Lives, this potential leukemia diagnosis is a massive, heartbreaking historical callback. Let's rewind the clock. Do you remember the origin story of Joy Wesley? She was literally conceived to be a savior sibling. Joy Wesley was brought into this world specifically to donate life-saving bone marrow to her older sister, who was battling, you guessed it, leukemia. While in the real world, leukemia is not strictly hereditary in that exact manner. We all know that Salem operates on its own dramatic medical rules. The poetic tragedy here is absolutely staggering. The very disease that almost claimed her sister's life, the disease that Joy Wesley was born to cure, is now coming back to claim her. It is a brilliant, devastating, full circle moment for the Wesley family history. This diagnosis is going to trigger a massive psychological shift in Alex Kiriakis. We all know Alex Kiriakis struggles with deep-seated abandonment issues because his biological mother, Angelica Devereaux, essentially tossed him aside. Alex Kiriakis swore he would never abandon his own blood. Seeing the mother of his child facing a potentially terminal illness is going to flip a switch in his brain. Alex Kiriakis is going to drop every single priority in his life, including his crumbling marriage, to become the ultimate protector for Joy Wesley and baby Kelsey Kiriakis. He is going to go into full scorched earth mode to ensure Joy Wesley gets the best treatment possible, completely cementing their unbreakable bond. And you won't believe what happens next when Stephanie Johnson's delusions collide with Alex Kiriakis' new reality. Imagine the scene. Alex Kiriakis is standing in that hospital room, tears in his eyes, having just heard the word cancer, and Stephanie Johnson walks in, rolling her eyes and accusing Joy Wesley of faking it. Alex Kiriakis is going to absolutely lose his mind. If you ask me, this is a huge mistake, because Stephanie Johnson is about to hammer the final nail into the coffin of her own marriage. Alex Kiriakis will never, ever forgive Stephanie Johnson for being so incredibly callous and cruel while the mother of his child is fighting a lethal disease. The fallout from this is going to be legendary. Stephanie Johnson will be entirely alienated, left alone with her paranoia, while Alex Kiriakis and Joy Wesley form an unbreakable, trauma-bonded family unit to fight this illness together. The custody battle is over. The battle for survival has just begun. So, I have to ask you guys, do you think Alex Kiriakis will immediately file for divorce when he hears Stephanie Johnson's cruel accusations, or will Stephanie Johnson realize her mistake before it's too late? Let me know your hottest takes down in the comments below, and do not forget to hit that subscribe button to Peacock TV Spoilers for all your daily Salem updates.